This is a TV.
This is a TV. And this? Well, it's not a TV, but it is an Apple TV. And today, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you should seriously consider buying one.
So I'm going to kick off with the main reason I bought an Apple TV in the first place: performance.
Now, we all know the pains of bloated modern-day smart TV operating systems. You buy a new TV and everything is fine, to start with. 6 months later, everything just starts to slow down. And I mean, it really starts to slow down. Booting up or waking from sleep takes ages, navigating menus feels like it takes literal business years, and don't even get me started on how long it takes to open certain applications. I'm looking at you, Netflix. With Apple TV, sluggish or unresponsive interfaces are a thing of the past. Plug that little box into one of your HDMI ports, change the channel, and voila! You have access to what is potentially one of the fastest and sleekest TV interfaces on the planet. This is a 3rd generation Apple TV 4K and comes equipped with an A15 Bionic chip, which is the same processor found in the iPhone 14 and 13 Pro. This gives it incredible performance that simply blows away those tatty older processors found in most smart TVs these days. Reason 2, it's Apple. And if you're already in the Apple ecosystem, then you already know just how well Apple products work together. Well, it's no different for the Apple TV. Need to enter a long password for a streaming app? You no longer need to awkwardly navigate the on-screen keyboard with your remote. Instead, your iPhone just pops up and asks if you'd like to type it there instead. Want to show your friends your holiday photos? Boom, AirPlay. 2 taps and it's on the big screen in full resolution. And for those of you with HomePods, the Apple TV can even double as a hub for your smart home, or output your audio through those speakers for a full surround sound experience. There's a bunch of other functionality like iCloud photo integration, SharePlay, and a personal favourite of mine is the ability to track down the remote when someone has put it in a place that the remote doesn't belong. Now, reason 3 is for the gamers out there. If you're like me and have your PC in another room, but you want to lounge around, eat snacks, and play on your big TV in the living room, then Apple TV makes it easier than ever. To be upfront, there is no GeForce Now app available for the Apple TV, so if you need a device for cloud-based streaming services, then this may not be the solution for you. But if you want to stream your games directly from your own gaming PC, the Apple TV works flawlessly with both Steam Link and Moonlight. Steam Link is a free app available on the App Store, and it lets you stream your PC games to your Apple TV in full 4K HDR, with surprisingly low latency, assuming you've got a decent Wi-Fi setup or a wired connection. And I know what you're thinking, don't most TVs have a Steam Link app? Well, yes, and no. See, my TV had Steam Link until 6 months ago, when they decided to stop supporting the app on this particular model of TV. And when the app did exist, it was pretty pants. I had some issues connecting my PS4 controller, and even when I was able to play, every game just felt like it had a huge amount of input lag. But since using the Apple TV, these issues have vanished, and my TV and network hasn't changed. I also mentioned Moonlight, which, for anyone that doesn't know, is another method of streaming your computer to your TV. It requires a little more setup to get it up and running, which I'm not going to cover in this video, but it's an application that doesn't exist on most TV app stores. Through Moonlight, you can use your computer as if you were actually sat at your desk. Either connect up a mouse and keyboard, or use the Apple Remote's touchpad to move the cursor around the screen. Reason number 4 is all about Apple's best-in-class App Store and app ecosystem. The App Store itself has a ton to offer. Of course, you've got all the usual streaming services like Netflix, Prime Video, Disney+, YouTube, and basically every other major platform you'd expect. But that's really just the starting point. The Apple TV App Store has a huge variety of other apps, games, and utilities that can completely change how you use your TV. There's Apple's own offerings like Apple Fitness Plus, which turns your living room into a workout studio, complete with real-time health tracking if you've got an Apple Watch. Then there's Apple Arcade, which gives you access to a massive library of ad-free games that you can play right from your couch. You'll also find some questionable karaoke apps that are perfect for embarrassing yourself on a family game night, trivia apps that let you host your own quiz show, or even party games with your iPhone becomes the controller. The list is honestly massive. And because Apple TV is powered by a proper A15 Bionic chip, these apps run smoothly and actually feel really good to use, unlike the clunky, laggy third-party apps that you often find on other smart TVs. And finally, reason number 5. Whilst most smart TVs stop receiving updates after 2 to 3 years, Apple products often receive updates for 5 or more, and are even able to continue performing long after that. Apple consistently rolls out TV updates that add new features, improve performance, and keep the interface feeling fresh, without forcing you to buy new hardware every couple of years. For example, the first generation Apple TV 4K from 2017 is still receiving software updates today, So when you buy an Apple TV, you're not just paying for a streaming box. You're investing in a device that actually is going to last. In addition to regular OS updates, you also get regular app updates, compared to most smart TVs, where the app selection is usually limited and most often binned off after a couple of years. Let me know if I've missed one of your favorite features in the comments below. And remember to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.